Rachel, and today I am back. We're going to set up my B6 Stalogy for the month of April, and I've got some of my usual principles that you'll be used to if you've seen me do this before. So we'll just quickly go through what I have got. So first of all, I've got my month on one page from the Grumpy Tortoise. This is available free. It's via the Facebook group when you go through to the website. And I just printed it twice. I use it once for mood tracking and once for YouTube video tracking. So we've got that one. We have got my freebie printable from Plans, which is a sleep tracker. And I was using this functionally to start with, but now it's just because I've always done it. And I just quite like how it looks at the end of the month when it's filled out. So we're going to do that. It also gives me a reason to open my planner every day and get in there, which I do quite enjoy. And then I've got this freebie printable, which again is from the Grumpy Tortoise. And this is the month on 2 pages. And I use this for my event calendar. I have got a calendar that I found on Google when I typed in April 2023 calendar, and this is the one that I used to tick off the days of the month. And then finally, you might have seen me just move this to the side before, and that is because I need to explain about this. I had a bit of a happy accident. Long story short, I ordered some sticker paper. I don't know whether I ordered the wrong sticker paper or whether or not they sent me the wrong sticker paper, but when I printed this out, I realised that it's actually on clear sticker paper. So it's no good for my kits. And also I didn't realise until I printed this on it as well. It's no good for my kits, but if this turns out okay, then maybe we can do some printing on clear sticker paper. It's so weird because I feel like it should smear under my fingers and it doesn't, which is just odd. Anyway, this is a freebie printable from Happy Scrappy. It's one of the ones that you used to get sent if you used to subscribe to the sub boxes that she used to do. And it says no coffee, no talkie, and that is particularly how I feel at the moment. Now, what I've decided to do, because it's clear, and I think when I put it on the Stalogy paper you'll be able to see the grid through, which I don't want to do. I've just cut out a piece of paper that I had. I've got some Tomorrow River paper. I bought a ream of it and I can't seem to print on it. It seems to smear or go really weird in my printer, so I've kept hold of it for something, and this might be just the job. I thought if I put that on there and then stick that into my Stalogy, maybe that will be the solution to the grid coming through. I just realised as well I've not cut it very straight. Let's just sort that out. Yeah, I think I could just do with trimming a little bit off the end of this, and that might make it a bit better. Okay, right, so that is everything that I've got. We're just gonna get into it. I think I'm very happy that it's April. It means we're coming nearer to the summer months. I'm so over the cold. This is how last week turned out, by the way, in my Stalogy, if you're interested in that. It was a beautiful kit from Crafty Planning, and I just love the way that it turned out. So here we go. Let's get into April then. So I think what I want to do is put the image on this side so that we can have some acetate over the top of it. So first of all, let me stick down my paper. So first of all, let me stick down this bit of paper. I might need to trim the image as well. I'm not sure on sizing for the image, but we'll figure it out as we go along. That's what we usually do. Okay, I've got an array of sticky dot thingies because Paige has been in my pencil case borrowing them, and I think that some of them might now be all used up, but I don't know which. So I thought, you know what, we'll right, so that's gone. That can go in the bin. I thought we'll save the job of like having, oh, look at what she's done to that one. Okay. Can we even fix this one, or is this one done as well? Oh, okay, this one's good. Yeah, I thought we'll save the whole let's have to dig through and try and find some sticky by just getting them all out. But I think that this one is on its way out, but it's got a little bit left. In fact, I think that might have been it there. Yeah, that one's done. Third time lucky. All of these that I'm using have come from Stationery Pal. Slide open. Okay. Yeah, all of these are from Stationery Pal. There's loads of these in the shop, different kinds. There are some that have got characters on them, and that's where I usually get my sticky dots from if I don't get them from Amazon. Right, let's just pop this down then. Doesn't really matter whereabouts I put it, because wherever it is, I can put the image over the top. Okay, so I don't really know if that covers much of the grid up at all, actually. It does a little bit. It's obviously very thin because it's Tomoe River paper. And then let's go with this. Now, that should be a good size. I just didn't want to waste the image, and I just wanted to see whether or not this works for me, if I could just keep hold of the paper. Because I'm not sure really what else I'll do with it, to be honest. Just hang on a minute. I don't even know how I want to put this down. Oh boy, what have I done here? Let's go for it. Yeah, it's just a book at the end of the day, you know. I don't need to cry if it's not straight or... Oh, that's okay, isn't it? It's kind of subtle because it's on clear paper. It's a glossy, like, clear paper as well. I don't know if there is such a thing as a matte clear paper, is there? I think the fact that it's clear means that it's glossy, and that's just how it is. Anyway, yeah, the quality of the print is not so bad, actually. I quite like that. Right, let's find some something to decorate it with. And I did take some washi out of my washi storage for my journal a few days ago. I wonder if any of these will go to save me going through my collection. This is what I've been doing. I was finding it quite overwhelming going through my entire collection of washi every time I wanted to open my journal, which is every day. So I thought, well, if I just occasionally go and pick a few of my favourites and put them on my washi stand, which is from Krell's Creations, if anybody is interested. It's very, very cute. Then I might feel a little bit less panicky about it and like it's such a big thing to go and get some washi out. So yeah, let's use some of this then. So this is from Josephine Bow Designs, and I feel like it's quite cute. I've actually been using this a lot in my journal. Oh, the rain is back again today. April showers. We've just been to take the dogs out for a little walk because I think that it's going to rain heavier for the rest of the day. So I thought I'm not going to wait for the rain to stop. It's just drizzling at the minute, so you know I'm fine to go for a walk in it. But I think it's going to get worse. I'm so over this rain. Or not even that, this like... Has anybody ever seen that meme where it says, it's like winter keeps leaving the room after an argument and then storming back in and saying, and another thing. And it's just so true. We have like a couple of days of nice weather and you think, okay, we're all right. Spring's coming, we're going to be okay. And then winter's like, nope, I'm here, I'm back. Screw you. I'm just sick of being cold and it's miserable. Should we put a bow down or something? I bought a load of Simply Gilded bows not that long ago from a D-stash. So let's have a look through these. Some of them I already had, but a lot of them I bought, and they were smaller ones which I quite liked. Oh, they're pretty, aren't they? They're all very pretty. I think these are nice. Should we use some of these? These are called tie-dye pastel bows from Simply Gilded. Like I said, I bought them in a D-stash. I don't ever buy from Simply Gilded direct, just because the shipping and customs is a little bit too much for me. And there's alternatives from the UK that I quite like. So, but these bows, obviously, we can't get anything like this. So it is nice to find them in the D-stash group once in a while. So let me pop this down. Oh no, are these miscut? Oh, these might be miscut. Okay, I've made it work. They are miscut though. Okay, so I'm quite happy with how that turned out. So now we're going to put my calendar that I'm going to tick off on this side. And then we'll probably put some acetate over the top of that. In fact, we definitely will put some acetate over the top of that. But let's do this job first. So we need to put the dots on the back. So yeah, today is the 2nd of April. I'm actually a little bit late filling this in because I actually didn't realise, but really... If I'm going to be honest with you, I should have done this before I did the last week because the 1st of April is in this week here. there. And usually I do quite like to have the 1st of April in the month. I don't suppose it matters which way it goes because the week's still complete. But yeah, so I guess you could kind of say I'm a little bit late, but it depends how you would do it yourself. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It's absolutely fine. Right, let's see what I have to decorate this page with then. I just feel like it needs a little bit of something. But what do I have? Let me go through my deco folder to start with. That's the wrong one. I want deco sheets. Here we go. I've got deco sheets here. We'll have a look through here and see what we've got. Just something to brighten up the place, and maybe I can find something to use for my monthly as well. That's quite cute. I'm going to put that to the side because maybe we can use that to decorate the monthly. These are sweet, aren't they? But they don't go with the theme of what I'm doing. These little deco sheets from Paper K, I love them. I usually pick them up in a grab bag situation or in the Noopsy. They're quite cute. I'm just going to skip through all these because I don't want foil. Should we use one of these on the end of here? Might use one of those. What does the rainbow say? Heck yeah. I do have some washi here that's like really April showered themed. But does it go with the other side? Or what about this as well? Let's have a look and see how we feel about these things that we've pulled out. Or I could of course just go with the Josephine Bow Designs one again. I just feel like if I use the Josephine Bow Designs one again, it's going to be a little bit too much of that same washi. So I'm not sure. I don't really know if I want any washi. I feel like those butterflies could potentially go quite nicely at the top, but I'm not sure that they match the other side. Or should I just put them down the bottom for the bit of deco? I might put them down the bottom for the bit of deco because we've got this floral up the top here. I don't know if I'm going to regret this. These are of course from Lauren Phelps Designs and they are on clear sticker paper. Okay, that's quite cute. I don't regret it. And then over the top, I'm going to put one of these. They all have like messages for friends or people that you love, which might be a bit odd. But never mind, I'll put that there. Okay, I like that. But what about something at the top? I'm going to have a look in my foil accents folder. And we'll see if we've got anything in here that we can just sort of dot across the top. I'm not sure. What kind of foiling would I want? I think it should probably be, I know I've got gold foil down there, but I've got holographic over here and it's quite cool toned. So I think it should probably be silver or, oh, garlands. Yeah, I feel like it should probably be silver or holographic. These are just things that I've got from grab bags and in Happy Mail. Let's see what we have got. I've got a lot of gold. A lot of snowflakes as well. Okay, so we've got some, oh here we go, we've got some garlands there. Is that the same one twice? Yeah, same one twice. These are snowflakes again. What colour are these? Some little buggies, but they are gold. They'd have been alright if they were in silver. I could have dotted them all over the top. Polka dot clusters, but again they're in gold. The trouble is I've got a light on above me because it's quite dull today, and so it's shining on obviously where I'm filming, and it's making all the foiling look like it's gold when actually some of it's silver as well. I think just what we'll do is maybe just one of these, and we'll put it like this along the top. It doesn't need to have anything absolutely amazing, it just needed something, you know what I mean? Just something to fill a bit of that gap at the top, and I think that that will do good enough. So now that I've done that, then I'm going to put the rest of these away, and maybe we can make a choice for the acetate. So I've got my acetate box here that's got all of my bits and pieces in. I just want something subtle. I don't want anything that's a huge pattern. What about these moths? These might go quite nicely. No, I've changed my mind. It needs to be something foiled, I think, doesn't it? So what about the stars then? They go quite nicely, don't they? What else do I have? Anything at the bottom? Oh, clouds. Hang on, clouds. That kind of fits in with the theme of the page. It makes it look really dark and dull. I don't want it to be dark and dull. I think we're just going to go with the stars. We'll just go with the stars, and they're from Josephine Bow Designs. I think they're part of the Dreamer collection, but if they're not, they're part of one collection. Something. Right, so let's cut this down then. So where shall we do up to? Just to the end of that star there. Put my finger on it so I can keep track of where it is, that one. So that should be just about good enough. Let's put that back in there so we don't lose it. There we go. So that's going to go there like that. Okay, that's perfect. And then what I want to do is just to tape that in. So I need my sellotape. Okay, I found the tape, and we're just going to do the usual thing that we do. So let's get the scissors, and then we're going to cut a length of this. I'll just cut the end off because it's just looking a bit grubby. Okay, so roughly cut the end of this. Be careful not to stick it to anything else like I usually do. And then I'm just going to pick up the acetate with it, turn it over, squish it down, carefully trim off the excess. Okay. Oops, stuck to my nail. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my ruler like I usually do. So this is the sticky side. So I need to do it this way. So I'm going to pull the sticky side over the edge of the ruler. I'm going to line it up where I want it. Oh, it's stuck a little bit. Don't do that. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. Whew. Thought we were going to have a disaster then, but it was okay. Right, let's make sure we've done it properly this time. Okay. So I'm going to push it into the crease as far as I can. I've let the acetate underneath fall down, and then I'm just using the ruler to flick it up like that. Just going to round off these corners. One and two. Okay, isn't that pretty? I'm really happy with how that's turned out. So let's move on to the next page then. That is definitely one page, yeah. And the next page is my event calendar. So I need my larger calendar here. So let's stick that down. I've actually put the washi away, but I could have done with that back. Where is that washi? Oh, it's on the top there. Right, okay. I think I might stick with the Josephine Bow Designs washi as well. Just because it was really fun and bright, and that's just what I feel like at the moment. I'm going to put this up a little bit to the top of the line, just so I've got some room for some thinner washi at the top there, and some bigger washi at the bottom. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Okay. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we will use some of this, and we'll go all the way across the bottom, I think. So we'll go right the way across. I'll use, what have I got? This to just make sure it goes straight into the crease. And then continue going over. There we go. And then we'll just trim that in the right place, which is there. Perfect. Oh, pretty. Okay. And then I think to go with it, we'll use the other Josephine Bow Designs one that I have got as well. Because that's also nice and bright and fun. And we will do the same thing. We're going to go all the way across. Same thing into the crease. And then just carry on going the rest of the way across. Okay, so now what we need to do is put on some deco, and I've decided to go with this sheet from Paper K. It was a recent release that she had in the shop, and it was actually available in a kit as well, which I did buy, and it was the reason why I placed the order, just because I just thought it was so beautiful. So we're going to use this big one here. Oh, I was going to use that for deco down there, but actually it's too similar of a colour. So let's put this in the top corner, and let's use a pink planner for some deco down here in the corner. I'll do that like that. And then the rest of the bits I'm just going to pop through. I only want the little ones because I still want to have room on these boxes to write what I need to write. So we're just going to scatter a few bits and pieces around, making sure that I've still got room to write. Okay. These are pretty, aren't they? They remind me of the little cherry blossoms that are currently in Animal Crossing, if anybody's still playing that. They are currently blowing around and they look just like that. Oh, a cup of tea. I'm gasping for a cup of tea. I've not actually had my breakfast yet and I'm starving. I decided to take the dogs out for a walk before it started raining properly because I think we're having a bit of a drizzly day. So I thought, right, well, if I just take them and get it out the way, then I'll have my breakfast when I come back. But then I decided that I wanted to film this video because if I'm going to be truthful, sometimes if I don't sit down and film a video straight away when I get in, then I end up doing other stuff and time passes and then I'm like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. And I thought, no, I want to get it done. I need to get it done. Right, okay, so I'm going to save these pieces for a little bit further down in the setup. But for now, I think that that looks quite cute. So I do need my pen. I want my friction pen, which is this one. And now this day has actually already passed, but Paige had 2 parties on Saturday. She had Jacob's party, which was at, I've written these the wrong way around. This one was at 2 until 4, and Charlotte's was at 11 until 1. So we had a full day of parties on Saturday, which was just crazy. And then let's have a look what else we've got going on. I've got a hair appointment actually that I just made the other day. Let me just check the text message and find out the proper date and time for that. So we have got the 18th of April at 12, which is, oh, it's a Tuesday. Tuesday the 18th of April, yeah, okay. I thought that it was a Monday, but it's a Tuesday. You see, this is why we have these planners, so we don't turn up for things on the wrong day. Although I'm not going to pretend that that hasn't actually happened in the past. And then I'll just quickly check my forward planner and see what I've got in there. Only the parties. But I do have one birthday to pop on this month, and that is on the 15th. And that can go right there. And then, do I want any more deco? No, let's leave that as it is. Okay, so we're done with the event calendar then. We've not got too much to put on it, have we? Kids back to school on this day, I think. I need to double check that, but I think it is. Better make sure when I'm supposed to be taking my kids back to school, hadn't I? I also need to book a vet's appointment for Dexter, which will be 1, 2, 3, somewhere in this week. Just to give him a little check-up. Right, so the next one then is my mood tracker. Let's get that down. Let's get that down. I'm really enjoying using this style of calendar instead of what I used to do. I think I actually did it at the beginning of this book, so I'll just give you a show, just in case you are new here and want to know what I used to do. So I'm currently using this 1 month to a page, which is from the Grumpy Tortoise. But what I was doing was using whatever calendar I was using here, and just sizing it down to 65%, printing it out and then putting it on the side. But I prefer doing this, it looks better this way. So we're going to continue on with this. So what we're going to do is let's use a bit of this washi. I've actually got a cute paper K washi here, and it's sort of afternoon tea themed, which is quite nice. And I feel like the colours will go nicely with the deco sheet that I'm using there as well. So let's get this. I just want a little bit to put down the bottom here. I'm going to rip it actually because I quite like that look. Okay, there we go. And then I do need to do my key, which is going to go over here. So let's do that. We'll have a little bit more washi, I think. Doesn't need to be a huge piece. Okay, there we go. And then what I usually do is I keep my Hobonichi Weeks extras in here. And I usually just take one of the smaller boxes, which I've got on this side. I think a blue one will go nicely. And I just write the word key in there. And then my key goes underneath. That's actually something that I could print on my Cricut, isn't it? I'm wondering if I can print some clear scripts. Now that I know that that's printed quite nicely and it's not smeared, I'm wondering if I could print some scripts. My only question would be is when I make them and I do the offset and I set the offset to white, can I set the offset to clear, like not coloured? Is that a thing? Because that's what I would need to do, isn't it? It's no good printing on clear sticker paper if I am then going to put a white offset on it. It kind of just defeats the point of why I'd be doing it. So let me know your thoughts on that, if that's something that you've done. let's go for this key then. So this is my mood tracker. So I usually have happy, and let's have a look. We do whoops, there we go. We do pink, blue, green, yellow, purple, orange, blue. And then I think for the bottom here, let's have some deco. But what do I have in here? I actually have some full boxes that are extras from kits that I've used in the past. And I saved them. I've not used them for anything, but do I have anything that's quite cute? Let's use her because she is dressed in an Easter costume, and April is the month of Easter, isn't it? So let's do that. We've got Easter coming up this month. Is the Easter Bunny coming to your house? He comes to my house for the kids, but he doesn't bring me anything, unfortunately. I'm very sad about it. I feel like I need something up at the top there again, so I'm going to go back into my foil accents, and I'm going to stick with the theme of what I did before and just put one of these just here like that in the corner. It just gives it a little bit of something and makes it look like it's not so plain. Okay, so let's go for the next one then. We have got one more calendar here, and this one is my YouTube tracker. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to do the same again. We're going to pop it over here. I will this time straight away put my little garland along the top. I need to remember to keep using my foiled stuff. I have a lot of it and I forget to get it out. I forget to have a look at what I'm doing. I've got overlays and things that go over the top of kits really nicely and stuff, and I just forget about them, which is not very useful. Let's put a bit more of this washi down. I've got a feeling that this was an oopsie that I bought, this washi. I think I bought an oopsie bag and it was in it. But it looks okay to me. And then let's pop a piece over here again for the key. If we could put that down straight, that'd be grand. Oh, hang on. There we go, that's better, that's better. Right, so let's have a look in here again and see if we've got any more of those little boxes for me to write key on. I can use a yellow one this time. There we go. And then this time we are tracking the videos that I pop on YouTube. So let's go back here and see what colours I need to pop down. We have got purple, blue, yellow, green, orange, pink. There we go. And then we need a bit of something to go here again. So let's just have a look at what else we've got in here. Doesn't need to be a full box. It can be anything. Don't think I've got anything else Easter themed, to be honest. Oh, why is that dirty? That's a shame. I love those. It's me. What should I put down this time? What should we do? Nothing's jumping out at me. Well, that's quite cute. Let's do that. This little caravan. It's from a Lauren Phelps Designs sheet that I had a while ago. And we can pop that down there. Very cute. Okay, so happy with how that's turned out. The next and last printable that I'm going to put in is my sleep tracker. And then this page is going to be my notes page. And then we're done. We just need to put the tab on. Okay, so here we go. I think we'll just use a little bit of washi. Let's use a bit of this one. I really like this one. This is also the other one from that Josephine Bow Designs washi pack. And it will just fit nicely in there, I think. Lovely jubbly. And then we'll have a bit of this one just along the bottom of here, just to add a little pop of colour. And then this time, if you remember, I actually made myself some scripts. I did buy some from Rebel Ink as well, but just for the purpose of myself making them, we will use them for this first month. And I made myself some this month scripts on my Cricut. Now then, I think it's going to peel off as 2 separate words, but that's okay. Oh no, we did 2. Okay. We did stick. And then we put that there like that. Perfect. That couldn't be any more perfect, and that's for anything that I've got going on. I actually used my last one really nicely, and it got quite full with like sticky notes and stuff, and I quite like how that looked. What did I do in February? What did I do in February? Yeah, I used some sticky notes in the February one as well. Yeah, so let's put the tab on then, and we are done. So of course I'm using my Josephine Bow Designs ones. We need the April one. I'm going to run out of these soon, but that's okay because I've reordered them now. All I do is go to the overview page and then just loosely sort of see where last month sat and pop this month's on there. And they fold nicely because they've got a nice little perforated crease in them as well. So there we have it. That is how April has turned out. We've got my cover page, we've got my event calendar, we've got my mood tracker, my YouTube tracker, my sleep tracker and my notes page, and that's going to be it from me for today. If you like this video, if you can give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I love you forever and I'll see you soon. Bye!